It's been a wonderful time that we have had here in London after the Leadership Conference and the Alpha Global Conference wrapped up. We took some time to unpack and kind of debrief together on the work that we've experienced around leadership and the deep prayer and being filled with the Holy Spirit by visiting some of the sites here in London. Some of our visiting of sites really felt rather more like a pilgrimage, including making a visit out to the site where St. Thomas More that lived and carried out his ministry.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, welcome to Old Chelsea Church. This is our friend St. Thomas More. St. Thomas More was the chancellor to Henry VIII. He's wearing his Tudor rose here and the sign that he was part of the royal household. And St. Thomas More is often held up as an example of integrity. He refused to compromise on what he knew and professed to be the truth, even if it cost him his friendship with Henry VIII and therefore his life.
And a wonderful movie on this is Man for All Seasons. Incredible movie. We're at the banks of the Thames, which is right behind Andrew, who's
in A Man for All Seasons. When you see the embankment take off from St. Thomas More's home, that was right here in Chelsea, and he got on the River Thames and went all the way down to the Tower of London.
yes.
We took a walk over to Westminster Abbey, where we got to experience Vespers, which is sung evening prayer. So we got to see the children's choir and the all-male choir come out and sing the Psalms, which was just phenomenal. There's music by Palestrina and by the resident organist. It was beautiful. And then we took some time to walk around the Abbey, seeing graves of all of the previous kings and queens. Some notable ones also were C.S. Lewis, George Friedrich Handel.
Many of these people who have influenced, C.S. Lewis influencing the way we do Alpha, and Handel influencing liturgical music that we have to this day. It was really, a great blessing to be in the place where not only are the monarchs of the United Kingdom crowned, but they do so in the shrine, in the place where St. Edward the Confessor is entombed, Mary Queen of Scots, and so many other important people in our tradition.
Further on, we took a tour of the British Museum, and they have some just incredible, you could easily spend a week wandering this place, but for me a real highlight was seeing, they have a reliquary of the a thorn from the crown of Jesus, and it was just beautiful amongst all the tourists and activity just to have this very intimate moment of witness.
Then you come around the corner and all of a sudden you're looking at the entrance procession set up from the Shalmaneser and the Assyrians, who were the same Assyrians that nearly 800 years before Christ took down the northern kingdom of Israel. And then to continue on through the museum and come around and see the very inscription that Darius used when the Israelites were released from the Babylonian captivity and went back to rebuild the temple. To be able to see these pieces and to explore them together with Andrew and with Father Jim was really just an intense spiritual blessing.
Overall, we're just filled with the Holy Spirit and filled with blessings. It's hard to believe this trip has come to an end, and we're so glad we got to bring you along in our little way. We've got our bags packed. We're ready to come back to Olympia, though I took a little stop in Olympia London. It was not very exciting. And we're on our way back. We'll see you at Mass this weekend, and
thanks, it's been brilliant.
It's been brilliant.
Even though our bags are packed, it's just too bad we weren't able to put this in there for Father Jim.